And good afternoon, folks. I'm the voice of Dog. Welcome back to Control. We beat the standard part of the game last time, and now we're going to dive into the post-game and look at what might be the DLC options. I'll have to get my feeling for the controls back a little bit. Here we are. We are the director. Nice as this outfit is, it's no gold suit. Yeah. So, I've been told that there are 2 DLCs, and there's one that I should do first. Just to, if anyone can remind me which one I should do first. Hotline chamber. I would get the mirror outfit, but I do not remember where it is.
None. Looks like you got shipped. We have Rangers checking your sector.
There's Foundation and there's AWE. Okay.
Alright, we'll keep teams looking. Post a watch on the hill location.
I think people said you should do Foundation first. Or should I do AWE first? I don't remember.
If the slide projector requires a slide to open dimensional doorways, then which is the object of power, the slide or the slide projector?
Yeah, we don't know
Or is the
that.
distinction itself a fallacy?
Analysis of his threat. Level of alteration, duration of corruption. Could simply be an evolutionary process, each entity representing a stage of growth. An undiscovered linear progression leading towards what?
Jesse, good to see you. We've got Dylan situated in his containment cell like you asked. I've got medical staff running tests as we speak, and I'd be happy to walk you through the details later. Other than that, what's next?
With the slide projector turned off, the hiss are shut out, but we're stuck with the ones already here. We can't lift the lockdown until they're all eradicated. If any hiss ever got out, that would be the end of everything.
Well, eliminating them all will take time. Look, I'll do what I can on my end, but my research is progressing slower than I'd like.
I think I can help with that. I am making you the head of research, effective immediately. I want you to use everything the Bureau has, every resource, every confidential scrap of data, and find a way to keep the hiss out for good.
That's... really? I mean, yes, I can certainly... Yes! Yes, I accept.
You'll do great. Besides, I didn't really have anyone else lined up.
I'm honored, Jesse, really. Thank you.
Okay. You have anything else?
I've looked through the docs we found in Dimensional Research. That slide projector is extremely powerful. You were right to shut it down.
Yes.
How do you feel about me taking over as director?
You act like it just happened. You've been director since we first met, remember? I am still thrilled. Nothing's changed. Not for me. But the Bureau has changed. Trench and Darling are gone. Their knowledge, anything not written down, disappeared with them. They knew the Bureau better than anyone.
They're the Bureau's past, Emily. We won't operate like they did. We'll learn from their mistakes. We'll be better than they ever were. We won't ever be like them. When the hiss got into my head, I saw some weird things. I think Darling even spoke to me. Does that make any sense to you?
Empirically, no, but phantom voices as well as hallucinatory states are not uncommon here. And considering the forces that Dr. Darling was working with, he could have been transferred to a different plane of consciousness, physically or otherwise.
And that doesn't upset you?
Oh, very. And the fact that he hid those forces from me? It's infuriating. But Darling's dream was always to look beyond our reality. This time he may have taken a step too far, but as long as his consciousness can perceive his surroundings, I'm sure he's loving it.
Maybe Darling was just trying to protect you from the darker side of his work.
Fuck that. I'm not a child. Like, don't just assume I'm going to consider something morally repugnant.
Which it all was.
Which it all was, of course.
How was Dylan?
The same. I can't detect any his activity, but his physiology has certainly been altered by it. And I can't tell if his brain activity is genuine or simply the aftermath of the hiss, like spasms. Dylan could wake up tomorrow for all I know. I really can't say.
Then I just have to wait for him. That's fair. He waited a long time for me.
Don't worry. We'll be monitoring him round the clock. If he wakes up, we'll be ready. I don't mean that in a hostile way, just... well, you know.
I hear you. My brother isn't exactly popular around here. I hope one day he'll have the chance to change that. So, there was a moment after Hedron died that I couldn't feel my powers. The hiss got into my head. Just for a moment.
So that explains the HRA outage. Before we knew what was happening, the hiss had us. They were in my head. I saw terrible things. I mean, I was about to go under forever when the hiss was pushed back. The HRAs had come back on. Dylan vanished afterwards, and we fought off the hiss that came after him. So if Hedron's death knocked out the HRAs, that means there must be a new local source for them to relay, which I'm guessing must be...
me.
You. Hedron is dead, assuming that word even applies to a resonant-based life form. But whatever it awakened in you, the power you call Polaris, is still active. Or at least, that's what my instruments are telling me.
I don't think we're ever gonna understand all of this. And I'm okay with that. I'm just glad you're here with me. That's good to know. Thanks, Emily. I found Dylan attacking the astral plane and the board. What was he hoping to accomplish?
Huh. Since they arrived, Hiss have been corrupting objects of power, which have an inherent link to the astral plane. Maybe their goal was to access the astral plane and the board itself.
That still doesn't tell us why.
His motives are a difficult thing to work out, but I have been digging through confidential files and noticed a strange gap in knowledge regarding the board. Looks like any data on them has either been deleted or was never gathered in the first place.
Then maybe it's time someone looked into that.
Maybe it is.
Okay.
Well, I've got a bureau to run. See you soon.
Yes, ma'am, Director Faden. There haven't been
Please,
any
Emily.
ocean-
Not even as a joke.
Could survivors be hiding inside?
It's possible. I remember a report about...
No, yeah, that's it. Still got a bunch of missions we could do. Huh? A dark place would be AWE. Well, one thing I realized I never did. I don't think I ever, Oh yeah, where is the jukebox?
We gotta be methodical. Clean out every last hiss with one thorough sweep, room by room. But there's a building shift. Fuck, this is a pain in the ass.
I never opened this? Mods full. Mods. Mods. Not right now. Let's check out the jukebox real fast. Central Executive, right off the corner of this main room.
This is Lynn Salvador, head of Bureau Security. I'm making a formal security order due to the incident in April, case number 21HQ593. Improper use of the jukebox altered item led to 2 fatalities. We believe a pair of agents used the jukebox to travel to the glory threshold and engage in an expedition team found the jukebox.
America Overnight program has operated successfully for over redacted years, originally designed to assist in providing disinformation to the naturally skeptical population of America. It has additionally led to the discovery of numerous AWEs and altered materials by allowing civilians to call in and report their experiences with the paranatural. In fact, America Overnight alerted the Bureau to Redacted and Redacted in its first year of operation alone. Good, I got Shatter and Pierce. I see. This could be a good warm-up. Are you specimen data? Oh. Ow. Okay. Still getting my control legs back. Two waves.
Mountain.
Whoa. Oh no. Oh! That was kind of the game. I thought I was using Pierce. Yeah, I'm using Pierce, not Charge. Charge is the grenade launcher. Yeah, that was doing surprisingly poor damage. Myself. Oop. Thank you, game. Orb. Where's the orb? Oh, wow. That was, they had a lot of air support there. Did I fail? Okay, still going. Cleared that one. Jesus. Why do they have such good air support? I don't have a good answer to those stupid things. Shield might help, but I can't attack while using it, right? I mean, it would be useful when I'm running around like an idiot. Ah! Whoops. Cover faster, please. Thank you. That's a bad idea. I don't know about this one, folks. Has the game just gotten harder in post-game? What are my ability points at? I don't even think I have any. The time pressure is making me do silly things. Firm belief. This is supposed to be the easiest one, too. That's kind of disheartening. There we go, bonk them. Oh, come on. Game. Where? There. Did I get it? Oh, I did get him. Stop spawning, guys. So where is he? Here. I had some cover for that one. Only 6 minutes to clear the other two. This is gonna be very tight. Okay. Burn the his corrupted material. Help me out. Sorry. Whoa! Oh boy. Oh boy. Wow. This is a little nuts. Goodbye. Run. Thanks. Oh, is this one of them? Okay, well, at least it took me out of there. Alright, well, that's that. I was making a comeback, but I didn't have enough time. Alright. Let's follow up our leads on the DLC. Oh, I died several times. That was the problem. I have no abilities right now. No ability points. I never went back to the dude to Langston. What's he in? Panopticon?
this paranatural power contained in one place is a risk. Makes me wonder what other dangers are locked away inside the Bureau.
Several.
Great privilege, sir. We are both pleased with our assignment.
That's great. Thank you.
Every altered item on your list is now back in the Panopticon, safe and sound.
That's a load off my mind. Missing altered items don't exactly reflect well on me, you know. Did they give you any trouble?
The flamingo pulled me into the astral plane just like the fridge did. That same creature was there.
I was looking over the old activity reports, and multiple items have been displaying much more destructive behavior in the past few weeks. There's some connection there, I bet, but it's a bit above my pay grade.
Well, something to keep an eye on.
And if I have any more runaways, I'll know just who to call.
I guess this is my life now.
Can I get a situation report for the sector?
Whew, okay, we still have to perform a proper inventory of the cells. Lord knows how many altered items snuck out during all this. Staffing. We definitely lost some people. Gonna have to hit those college career fairs, am I right? Huh.
Hard to imagine the FBC at job fairs.
The Hiss are still tearing up the place faster than we can fix it, but the containment sector is stable. Ish.
Considering the alternative, I'm happy with stable-ish. Any thoughts on me serving as director? I know it was a sudden change.
Oh, no complaints so far. Trench was all secrets, lots of meetings behind closed doors. You seem much more approachable. But if I can give you some advice, ma'am, keep a grip on who you are. I've been here a long time, and I don't know if it's the job or this place, but people change here, and not for the better.
I'll try to keep my head on straight. Will you stay on after things calm down, Langston?
Are you asking if I'm quitting? Oh, no, ma'am. I'm not having some mid-level agent make a mess of my panopticon. Plus, I'm racking up serious overtime hours with this lockdown. Just don't take too long clearing out the Hiss. My cat gets separation anxiety.
I'll do what I can.
He must have gotten a pet sitter.
I'll see you later, Langston.
I'll be here, like always.
I kind of like him a little better after that conversation. Anything to do with these 3 points? Maybe investing in S.H.I.E.L.D. could be good. I like C's. But they're just as distractions, not really... Yeah, let's get S.H.I.E.L.D. Barrage. See how that works out for us. If the game's gonna get harder... Okay. Whoops. Back to Central Exec. Yeah, C's is also on my list. So, there's the hotline chamber, and then there's... a dark place.
Director,
Alright, that goes to the jukebox.
Darkness engulfed the elevator.
Huh?
There was something there, reaching for her, trying to make her act. It was a distress call. Faden sensed a drowning man, a hunger in the dark. Investigation sector.
Investigation sector, huh? We should check this out.
Ow. Ow.
Hello? Anyone here?
Guess not. Seems
No?
a lot more crowded than the rest of the Bureau.
Oh, damn it, did I just miss it? I don't know which one. Oh, unread. Darling investigation. Internal investigation was launched into the ethical practices of Dr. Casper Darling. Despite the accounts of anonymous redacted regarding inhumane treatment of redacted currently housed in the Bureau, our official findings regarding this were inconclusive. Numerous obstacles arose during this investigation. The majority of redacted sector personnel seemed to be wholly unaware of any such redacted contained there. One redacted confirmed the redacted's code name to be redacted, but all files pertaining to that name were inaccessible, being classified at the highest clearance level. Investigators were similarly blocked from entering the redacted. Research wing to interview its staff. Lack of clarity on whether non-human paranatural entities warrant humane treatment. Asking for our files on the Bright Fall, specifically on the disappearance of the author Alan Wake. Per the Interagency Information Exchange Agreement, I had some paper pushers gather up a folder of all the pre-approved files. Don't worry, all the inappropriate materials are either missing or redacted. I'm writing to let you know that we received this request from a special agent named Alex Casey. Sound familiar, right? That's because Alex Casey is the name of the fictional detective in those hard-boiled crime books Alan Wake wrote. Pretty interesting that an FBI agent sharing a name with the most famous character Wake wrote is looking into a case dealing with the writer's fiction coming true. I think this is worth looking into, but what's your opinion? Oof, a lot of files. My voice is a little tired, but I'll paraphrase them. Agents confirmed missing, presumed dead from the containment breach yesterday. So yes, there's an increase in AWE cases, and yes, it would be a good idea to put together a special task force to examine exactly why that is. However, it seems a tiny little detail has slipped through the cracks. We don't have the damn staff. If you expect us to detect, investigate, and process more AWE cases, you need to give us more people. It's simple math. Between the staff we lost in the Hartman thing and the ones who left for other departments after Kirkland quit, we're barely managing to keep up with the workload. We have an overcrowding situation. The lobby isn't meant to accommodate a whole sector's worth of staff. We put forward a motion to move investigations to a more suitable location months ago. It better not still be sitting on your desk. The people are getting restless. Kirkland's resignation letter. I do this in protest of rampant disregard from my department's redacted. My staff cannot continue to work in these conditions. Previous requests and warnings have fallen on deaf ears, so I must now rely on my actions to speak louder than my words ever could. I blame the situation on our redacted, who has routinely ignored my request for assistance in reclaiming parts of the investigation sector lost to the redacted loosened side. Huh. Oh my god. You're killing me. Consistent with animal attack. We stopped at Keystone on our way to the target AWE like you asked. We didn't find any sign of them there. Given their records, it is possible they've switched teams like you suspected. I don't think that's the case. An event definitely occurred here in Keystone, and I think Grumman and Morales got caught up in it. The entire population has vanished into thin air. Reminds me of the Ordinary case, but that was just the adults if I'm remembering the file correctly. This is different. I think our guys are casualties, not traitors. Yeah, sorry, my voice is just a little hoarse. But there's more. Systematic redacted and redacted. Redacted were brought into the oldest house and placed under redacted examination and testing with the aim of appointing one as director upon maturity. Prime candidate program, yeah.
Now that gate should open.
Tractor. Growling like a bear. Hey, acquisition date's on my birthday. Oh my god, I thought I got one here. I might invest in some raccoon traps. Hi, Nuggets, how you doing? Oh, excuse me. Oh boy. You guys. Oh my god. My throat hurts. Okay. Seized protection? Oh, I've got too many mods. Way too many mods. I did play Alan Wake a long time ago. I am growing tired of your blatant attempts to lay your incompetence at my doorstep. I know you want this to be true, but you are head of investigations. This failure is your responsibility. What did you think would happen holding a dangerous specimen in investigations? The containment sector exists for a reason. Don't think your petty internal investigations have gone past my notice. You are a worm. Everything I've done has been for the benefit of the Bureau. The Prime Candidate program only failed because of Darling. You are both failures plotting against me. You are traitors, but the truth will emerge out of you. Okay. Well, we know Trench was pretty compromised. Yeah, seems like this investigation might have been pretty justified. I think I've gotten the 32 files in this room. Now to mark that I've been here. Break all the glass. It's awfully dark in here. I wish it were a bit more lit. Specimen escape incident. Maybe.
I'm no detective, but something definitely happened here.
The Blessed Organization. Okay.
Do we know each other? This feels familiar. I can't seem to... I've forgotten it. I'm sorry. My name is Alan Wake.
Cool light show.
Who are you? Who are you? Do I know you?
I'm your friend Tom. Tom Zane. There's nothing to worry about.
Tom. The poet. The diver. You look different.
That was just a role. A character. The protagonist I played in my old film. I'm a filmmaker. An auteur like yourself. We're working on this together, remember? An artistic collaboration. You need a drink.
Whoa, darling in the background.
Endless darkness. Nothing holds still.
But we're very close now. You've been writing. You found a way to escape. It'll work this time.
Writing?
You found a way!
No. I don't... Wait. There's something. It's my double. He's out there. I've seen him.
Yeah. Nothing to worry about. I'm dealing with it. It's fine, my friend. Let me handle him.
You've met him? What the hell?
Now, come on. You misunderstand me.
I wonder if I'm going to get this DLC at all, because the plot was pretty far removed from my brain.
That was Alan Wake, the writer who went missing in that AWE case I read about. What's he doing here? And Thomas Zane was with him. The poet. No, wait. He was a filmmaker. I always remember that wrong.
I see the hotel is in spooky mode now. Why are you so loud, vending machine? Stop that. Loon, thank you for that host. Welcome to the Control DLC. Quiet. This is a quiet place. A nice, safe hotel. Yeah, this is like the Alan Wake DLC, apparently. So if you've played Alan Wake, you'll probably recognize a bunch of stuff. It's been a while for me.
Dr. Emil Hartman, devoured by hungry darkness, became the thing that had been Hartman. Broke loose, killed everyone it could, lurking, roaming, waiting. Then something else came. A resonance. The thing that had been Hartman went through another change.
Hmm? Oh. No, it's okay. Not dealing with the pain orb right now.
Creepy, damp, and abandoned. Why did Wake want me to come here?
Huh? It just stops abruptly. Oh, hang on. We'll wait while you go to the bathroom. Thank you. Oh, you're back?
That doesn't look like a house shift. Do I even want to know?
This is a neat effect. Kind of reminds me of Hypnospace a bit. I wonder how they did that effect. I mean, they're not physics objects, so... Behind me? No. Oh shit, someone's to my side. Oh, who got me? One more time. Not a lot of damage with the melee yet.
Of course, the Hiss are already in here.
Email Hartman. He's blamed for a lot of things. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Hartman was the psychiatrist. It's been a while, but were the Anderson brothers in the I know the Anderson brothers were the metal dudes, but were they in the retreat? Were they also like I forgot. Did they also show up as like the old dudes in the retreat? Then they were kind of played off as senile. Yeah, I might have remembered that part of the game. That box.
Whoa. Looks like the house has gotten a little wild in here.
Same.
This darkness is blocking the door. So now I have to deal with an interdimensional noise and sentient shadows. Light burns it away, huh? Makes sense.
Mold. Hartman. All right. Let's take a brief break, and we'll be right back with more darkness, more Alan Wake, more Control.